Hello YouTube, LPlay is back once again for some more of our Minecraft adventure, and today we're going to carry on with our beautiful little church/chapel project, just coming off of Ravine High Street. High Street, yeah, see I'm getting the name right now guys, taking me long enough. So I've added the roof from the end of the last episode, so that's all you've missed. Obviously I've left these derpy scaffolds up for now. But this is going to be the shape of the roof, so I need to obviously fill in the walls and stuff for that. One thing I am going to quickly run and do is just put some torches in here, so I don't get anything spawning and killing me while I'm trying to build, because that would be terrible and embarrassing. But probably expected. Right, let's and as always, I've started the episode right as night dawns. As night settles, I guess. So we'll quickly sleep, and now we should be good to build. Oh yes. So what I've done on my roofs as well, which you've probably noticed I do on all the roofs now since our first little starter home back over there, I make the roof sort of the normal way, just put the steps across, make the roof shape, but then on the edges I always come underneath here with a stair like this and place it like boop, 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 boop. Do that on both sides, and that thickens it up, and it just makes it more natural looking. If you just have the one step, the edge just looks really, I don't know, it just looks very artificial if you just have one set of steps. Let me show you what I mean. If you just have it like this, it's a very like sharp step up. Do you know what I mean? Like it's literally just held on by this tiny little corner here. It just doesn't look natural. Just thickening it up by putting another set of stairs underneath going up just makes it look so much better. So I always do that on my roofs ever since we started doing it in our first starter home. But yeah, that's basically what I've done. That's all you've missed. I'm just having a think now about this top thing here. I want to put a cross on the top at some point. I'm not sure if that'll be made out of stone brick or if we'll go for something else. But I'm not quite. I feel like I want some more detail in here. So I think I might try and do something with these cobble brick, stone brick steps. That's what they're called. Cobble brick. What the hell? Oh dear, no idea what I'm talking about. But let's pop this on here. So I just want to I'm not really sure what I want to put, what I want to do here. Really, I just want to give it some more depth, like some sort of feature part coming out or something like that. Not that way. That's not right. I think I'm going to need to place a block on top to get this to go the way I want it to go. Right, so I want to have it kind of like, yeah, that could work. Ooh, that's quite nice. What do we think about that? Right, let's get rid of this crap. Come on, move out of the way. Where'd I put the axe? Right, let's take a look. Let's see how that looks. I think that could be pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like the little overhang. Yes, that's good. That's good. I think we'll keep that there for now. There's going to be more detail that goes into the roof. I just want to get the sort of general structure built at the moment. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing more to it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put... How's this going to look? I probably should have like put a few down and then gone and had a look at it from the front before I put them all down, just in case we change our mind. But I think that's probably going to do nicely. Yeah, I like that. It still looks natural from down here, and that overhang looks pretty good like that. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So that's going to be like the basic shape of the roof, I guess. I just need to sort of fill in these blocks now, really, and then I think, in terms of the general structure, I think we're pretty happy with this part. Obviously, like I've said in the last episode, there's going to be a few... Oh, damn it. How are we going to solve that issue? There's going to be a few parts to this this building. So let's... Let's just fill this in and see how that looks from outside. There's going to be these weird little... I guess they might look good. They might be like... They might add some cool texture to it. Let's have a... Oh, God. Oh, God. I need to, like... build a proper way out of here. I have not run out of dirt blocks. I knew it. Knew it. Right, there we go. There's our impromptu stairway out. How does that look? That actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like how that's looking. So that's our doorway. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. We'll have some, maybe we'll have some stuff like coming out on the front to make that look even better. Did I place 2? Yes. Then what can we do with some stairs? Stairs are like such a good block, like for adding detail to your buildings. I'd be completely lost without stairs, I think, in this game. I think I want to make, yeah, I think I know what I want to do here for the front of this. I think this is going to look really cool if it works. Oh gosh, I'm running out of bricks already, which is not ideal. Stairs, 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 stairs. Okay, that'll give us 4. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need to go and get more in a minute, I think. But that should give me a little bit to play with for now. Gosh, I'm so bad at like getting to where I need to be when I'm building stuff. So I want to put that there. Do I want to put? Oh gosh, that could be interesting. Let's have a look. Let's see how that looks. That was, I wasn't meant to place the block that way, but I'm just thinking like I don't really know how I want this to look yet. So why not have a look and see how that could end up looking really good. Probably not, but we'll have a look. It still looks kind of flat. I'm trying to get like the entrance to kind of look like it pops out a bit from the back there. Once we add in, so obviously what I'll do with this is the same thing I do with all my buildings to add all the finishing touches. I'll swap out some of the blocks for like cobble and mossy cobble and andesite or diorite, whichever one it is that I end up using. All that good stuff, just to like give it more texture, so it's not all just one smooth color. And when you sort of start breaking up like that, it will obviously look a lot better. Okay, let's try one more step. Just here. I'm not loving it. I'm not loving it. It needs something. It needs a little something else, I think. Let's try this. Yes. Okay, that's the look. That's the one. That's what we needed. That little last touch there makes it look so much better. That's all it was missing, I think. So we need to make more. All right, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna run back. Actually, I'm just trying to think. Have I built anything along the way that would be cool? Let's take a walk down together, because we were, now that we've built most of our path at least. Oh, let's get some food first of all. Oh yeah, this, I can already tell this is gonna look awesome. I'm excited about this one. How cool is this as well? Like, every time I build something, I always surprise myself when I come back and see it. I'm like, wow, that actually turned out like really well. Just having a sip of my tea there. Sorry, guys. But yeah, that looks really cool. I'm really happy with how like this whole Ravine City project is working out. You know, like when you have the idea for something and you're like, oh my god, such an amazing idea, it's going to be so cool. But then you think like to actually implement the idea, like to actually build everything that you're thinking of, is going to be a lot of work, and it probably won't look anywhere near as good as you imagine and all that good stuff. But yeah, like this is actually turning out pretty nice, I would say. Pretty nice, which is funny because like before, whenever I've played Minecraft, like obviously because it's just been me playing on my own, like no one's ever really looked at my buildings. So I've like, obviously like I've enjoyed building stuff, like I've tried to build good stuff, but I've never really cared too much about all the detail and that stuff, and I kind of rush it. So a lot of the buildings I build like in my own worlds when I'm not playing like recording have ended up looking kind of rubbishy, or not like terrible, but really basic. Like I don't ever do any little detail work and finishing touches and all the stuff that makes the buildings look great. Just because I guess like you know that no one's ever gonna see it, so it's kind of like, what's the point? Right, there we go. I knew I had loads of stone cooking away somewhere. I don't know why I was looking in the chest if I knew it was cooking. It's not going to be in there, was it? What can you do? What can you do? I've actually, I was about to say it's still quite early, but it's actually not. It's like midday, so it's not early at all anymore. I have had a bit of a roll this weekend when it comes to recording. So I'm recording this episode on Sunday the 9th. Is that the date? Sunday the 10th of April. So that's what day it is now when I'm recording it. But you probably won't see this like right until the end of the week, like the coming week, because I basically just had to like hit my stride and like I've been on a roll with recording. I've recorded probably like 4 or 5 episodes this weekend, and they've all been like pretty good episodes where I've built stuff and got stuff done. So there's been like quite a bit of prep work before each of those episodes. And I've also recorded like 3 or 4 episodes of Legend of Grimrock as well. I was getting a bit behind with that, so I'd been playing like loads of Minecraft, and I'd been doing quite a bit of the Evoland stuff as well. And then we started the Mineplex, which you will have all seen by now. I'm thinking, yeah, it went up yesterday, so everyone will have seen that by the time this video comes out in a couple of days. This is weird, like, how cool is this? It's beautiful. Take a nice little trip down the ravine, and then our path's going to come off like down here, over to our lovely chapel. Okay, cool. So we took our little trip, and now we just need to sleep again. God, the days go too quickly. It's just like real life, especially the weekend. The weekends just fly by. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm on a bit of a roll when it comes to recording. So I've recorded loads of episodes this weekend, which is really, you guys obviously won't notice a difference because the episodes just come out every day. But for me, it makes it so much better for me, like in the week, because then I can kind of record like 1 or 2 episodes and put a lot more time into like prep work or like thinking about what I want to do next instead of having to like jump straight into it. So that should be good for me. For me, right? I'm the one that matters here. Right, what was I going to do? I was going to build steps. Also, actually, I'm just thinking, like, by the time you guys see this episode, if it is like Thursday or Friday or something when you're watching this, or like when it came out, I don't know when you're watching it, but potentially I'll actually have my brand new graphics card. Obviously, I don't mean like by the time you're watching this I'll be using it like in this video because that'll be in the past. But yeah, like by the time this episode goes out, like at the end of the week, my graphics card will hopefully have arrived in the post. Whether or not I'll be able to like set it up easily is a totally different matter. I'm pretty hopeless when it comes. Well, I'm not hopeless, but like I've just not had a PC before, so I've never taken one apart or anything like that. I'm a fairly sensible guy, so I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to figure it out quite easily. Just like look it up on YouTube, and then it shouldn't be too difficult. Just to swap it out. But yeah, I'm hoping that's going to be like, once that's in, guys, I'm probably gonna like, because Evoland should finish, like our Evoland series, I should finish recording all of that fairly soon, so we might have space to start a brand new series. Depends, we'll see how it goes, but if I've got the time, we might start a new series, and with that new graphics card, I'm hoping we'll be able to sort of play much more demanding games as well. So obviously Minecraft's going to be like the main focus always, because like that's the one I enjoy the most, and I think that's the one that you guys enjoy watching the most. But yeah, we might potentially be able to like start recording some like newer games that are like with really good graphics and stuff like that. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So I'm excited about that. You guys should be excited too. Be really cool if that works out. That's if oh god, like I say all this, knowing me, actually I'll probably end up like completely breaking my PC instead of upgrading it. I'll probably plug something into the wrong thing and just blow the whole thing up. I shouldn't joke about that. That would be absolutely terrible. I'd probably cry. Right, what do we do next? So we've got plenty of steps. We filled that in. Yeah, that looks really cool. Obviously, it's going to look a lot better when we've got like windows and textures and different bits of stone and material in there. But I think for the basic shape, I'm fairly happy with that as the front of our church. So I don't think I'm going to put a doorway in. I'm going to have it as like an open church. Like I say, it is going to be a bit of a rundown theme to it. So like there might not be anyone in here. It's going to look kind of almost deserted, but like it's still in use, but like just not very much, you know, kind of like it needs a bit of TLC, that kind of thing. I might even have like a bit of the wall crumbling or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I don't think putting a door on is going to work. And also, like, because you can only the biggest door you can make in Minecraft, unless you do like some crazy redstone stuff, is just 2 doors, and it just won't look right. I want like a big entrance to give it that churchy feel. So that's, yeah, we're gonna leave it open, I think. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. I'm not gonna put like all the floor in this episode because that would be boring to watch. But I'm just gonna put some floor at the start just to give you an idea of what it's gonna look like. Bop, 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 bop. Yeah, so that's gonna look pretty cool, I think. All right, nice, nice. Well, the other thing, I'm thinking about, and I kind of need your guys like feedback on it, is I'm quite keen to. I don't want to add a. I've decided. I think I've decided that I don't want to add a texture pack to my vanilla series, unless a lot of people do want me to do that. But I'd only consider adding one that's like. I don't want one that's like crazy out there. Like I know there's some texture packs that are quite close to normal vanilla, but just like a bit smoother and a little bit nicer. Something like that I might be happy to do, but I don't want to add like a texture pack that's vastly different from the general vanilla Minecraft. I don't know, I'm a bit of a purist. Just for this series, like I want to keep it vanilla-ish, if that makes sense. But one thing I do think I might add is, once I've got this new graphics card, potentially I might toy around with some shaders, because shaders just make stuff look so nice, especially at night time, and especially like in places where I've done stuff like use glowstone lamps and all that. If you have the shaders on, it looks so like it genuinely looks incredible. Like you could look at a picture of it and be like, wow, that's actually like really nice. So I might potentially add shaders. Let me know what you guys think about that. I know some people get like really put off by anything that's not like strict vanilla Minecraft. So I doubt there's many of you like that watching this series, but if there are, tell me, and then I can at least consider it. Consider your worries. Oh, I've just realised I've done this step here. Should not be there, so let's get rid of that. Is that right? Yeah, that's better. Ah, this damn tree. I think I'm going to cut this tree down. I like having the trees around the church, though, so I'm going to put some trees in, like, at the end. But just while we're building, like, it's getting in the way, so... It's got to go! Look at that. That's lovely. That's lovely. So the next part that we're going to do, so I've did a little sketch on a piece of paper here that I'm looking at of like how I want this to look. I've planned it all out. Not obviously like square by square or anything in Minecraft, but I've done like just a rough drawing of the shape of the building that I want to go for. So I'm going to have a little outer bit coming down here. I'm going to level like all of this dirt off, so it's like it's all even at some point, but I just need to get around to it. It's going to be really cool around the back of here. Like, we've got these lovely horses just like wildly roaming the fields. Little mushrooms growing, a nice little pond. Even got a little donkey over there that's doing a crazy dance. What a guy. But yeah, it's going to be like really cool down here, and it like with the woods around it really does feel like quaint little secret out of the way kind of area, which is perfect for our like rundown church idea. So what I want to do next, like the next part of this, is I want to have a wooden, like a little wooden walkway. That might even be too big. So I'm thinking maybe like this sort of size. Just a really small wooden walkway coming down here. Like off the back. How's that going to look? Let's take a peek. Yeah, I think we can go a little bit longer than that, though. And this part is going to be like, I guess, like a little corridor. It's going to go through here into the... Oh, that's a point. This isn't the floor of our church, is it? So there's going to have to be like a little trapdoor down into... Yeah, that'll work. That'll be quite cool. We can have a little trapdoor like down into the cellar part of the church, and then we can come through here as well. Yeah, that'll be cool. I like the idea of that. I like the sound of that. Very cool. So this is going to be like a little corridor. I'm going to build this up out of wood and put a little roof on the top as well. I'm just trying to think if I want to do it with this material. That's the only thing. That's the only question I've got at the moment. I'm not sure if that's probably going to look a bit too much. I just got to think now. So the idea, like, this is going to be like a little wooden corridor across, and then our part of the church, like the steeple, I guess, like the spire tower thing. I don't know what they're called, like the towering part, where it's going to be like a straight tower up with a little steeple on the top, is going to come like out here. And there's going to be a roof on here, obviously, that will blend in with that one, similar to what we did with the butcher's shop, if anyone remembers that, the way I sort of joined the roofs together. I think I actually talked about that in the last one, so you probably will remember that. Right, yeah, I think that's going to work. I'm not sure about using this colour wood. That's the only thing. I feel like it's a bit too much of the same, and I don't like that. Contrast is very important. So let's try maybe oak. The only thing is oak's probably going to look way too light. The only other idea that I've got is like to maybe use logs. Oak logs, because oak logs don't look as contrast like to this wood. God, this is a tough one. Tough. Right, where do we want it? Yeah, that could work. That could work. I'm not 100% sure still on that. What do you guys think? What colour wood do we want to go for like a little corridor coming out here? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have a play around with that. I'll probably like spend a good hour like switching different colours out before I decide on one. You guys know what I'm like. But what we can do in this episode, I think, is probably mark out where our towery part is going to be. I think I want this to be how like wide do I want this to be? I guess like one wider than the wood feels about right to me. And then like one. Do we want it to be square? Actually, that's probably too big. Actually, is it going to be too big? No, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. That'll be the right sort of size. So that's how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. One. Oh, actually, let's put some dirt down because we're going to need to. 3, 4, and so then that'll be here. Oh, that could be too big, maybe. I should definitely be careful because it's getting nighttime and I'm probably going to get killed by something, aren't I? Let's have a look. How does this feel for size? I'm not sure. I feel like this is massive. Am I making? Is this like going to be huge if I do it like this? Let's take a peek. Oh, I hear an enemy. Let's sleep. I don't know if that was a good idea. Are we gonna make it? Yes. Okay, cool. We made it. We're alive. Oh, that spider was getting close as well. Not today, buddy. I'm gonna kill him just for thinking about the idea, just for considering trying to eat me, fool. Ugh. Get in there. Oh yeah. Wow. There's a lot of enemies around here. So that's gonna be the tower, and then we're gonna have our graveyardy area is just gonna be like out here. Yeah, I think that's going to work. What I might do with the tower, I might go... Let's have a think. Let's go like 1, 2... Maybe like... I'll have the bottom a little bit wider and then it might thin out a little as it gets higher up. That could work. So, you know how like... I'm trying to think how to describe it. So a lot of towers... Well, I don't know about a lot of towers, but like the old medieval-y fantasy-esque towers... often look like they're squished in the middle, if that makes sense. So they'll be like fat at the bottom, like and then a thin layer, well, like a thin part in the middle section, and then it like thickens out again and it's wider on the top. Something like that. Maybe we'll go for that kind of look, because this does feel pretty big at the moment. This damn tree. Did I not take down... Why is this tree still here? Get out of here, you damn fool. I bet I've left like one random log in there somewhere, so it hasn't despawned. Oh. Okay, so there were... Damn it, there were 2 trees growing right next to each other, which is why I've completely missed it. Ah, I'm such a fool. God damn it. Right, okay, let's get rid of that. So then that's going to be our little corridor bit down there, and then the tower's going to be here. It's too big. It's too big, I think. Is it too big? I feel like it might be too big. I don't know. I need to decide that, I think, off camera. But yeah, when we come back in the next episode, I'll have marked it out a bit more. Hopefully, I'll have figured out what material I want to use for this little corridor bit here. Might go for those logs like that, and I've purposely put them like in different directions, just so it looks a bit like rusticy, hobbled together kind of thing. But yeah, we'll have a play around with that and we'll see. So come back in the next episode, and then we'll hopefully have made some good progress on where we're going to go with the church. Yeah, so I will catch you in the next one. As always, guys, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to me, talk to each other in the comments. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one, and peace.